Right. Gum, are you there, yaw?
You bet I am, UK. I'm here very promptly, as you asked.
Can you actually believe that daft cow Boo thinks he has the right to chinwag with anyone? It's nearly enough to give me collywobbles. He really thinks after refusing to cook for me against the women that both threaten me and turn me on sexually that he is relevant still. We have finally made it into a community, Gum, that actually accepts us in all of our stalking past activities. Can you believe it, Gum, yeah? It's like we finally have friends on the internet after 10 years, yeah? But I will not be fogged by Boohoo's post. I will just quietly read them behind the scenes as if I have to respond to this shithouse rot. That's what we call people like Boohoo in England, shithouse rots. But I will publicly state, Gum, that one of my hired operatives had sent me Boohoo's post.
Witches brew! Yes, UK, we have struck it big with Forrest. He finally needs us, like we need him. I never liked Boo because of how much he outshined me in your eyes, UK. I too act like I don't ever pay any attention to him because I am better than Boo-hoo. Because we both have friends now, UK. Boo-hoo will never get in the way with our friendship with Forrest like he did when we first became his friend. He had the audacity to bring up how Forrest stalked my dying husband. I just pretend that it was only Katie and not Forrest and Tiffany too, even though it was Forrest that was the one who photoshopped my husband in a deceased casket. I think I'm gonna cry now because I really am mourning my husband. I am, UK. Anyways, the same way he did to Agent 19, showing him in a casket, UK, when Agent 19 was Henry Monster 7. Look, UK, let's just pretend that Forrest is not an unrepentant, self-serving liar who denies everything. Let's just focus on Katie, since we just want you to hate her, and only her, and how you would like to fulfill your naughty fantasies about Katie, okay? I knew you were in love with her when you pretended to cyber sex with her. It's like, look, I thought, huh? And then I thought, why would UK be acting like this and acting like she's having sex? I thought, what's putting that thought in your head? But anyways.
Exactly, Gum. We have hit it real big. And Boohoo is just a jealous gobby fawny. We also call them shithouse rats, like I said before. I told Boohoo that I was initially here to seek revenge on the Smiley gang that was terrorizing me as Page. But crotch vomit ruined it. But really, Gum, I was here cybersexing with Peter because my husband of 16 years bored the living shit out of me every night before I was off to the Bedfordshire with no rumpy pumpy again. You know, Gum, as I said before, sex in a marriage can get quite boring for a stay-at-home housewife who was not getting enough attention at home. And looking at this sexy girl on YouTube for years now who goes by the YouTube handle name Fuffsy also grows boring sometimes, even though I've been perusing her videos for the past 3 years, fantasizing about such a hateful enemy, though, like Katie, is bigger turn on for me, Gom, because I always used to state when Boohoo still believed I was my daughter, Paige, that I like rough sex. And Kitey's feisty nature really turns me on, yeah?
Yeah, what would you say? What did you say? I see spaceships. Oh my God, they're getting me into my head. They are all out to get me. They are now inside my head. They want to breed with me and make ostrich aliens. I see dead Martians in my head.
Gum! Snap out of it, yeah? Calm down, Gum! You got that tinfoil hat on your head, yeah?
Oh, sorry. I get this way every time I wear my tinfoil hat, UK. Okay, yeah, but look, UK. Boohoo thinks I look like an ostrich, and Felix confirmed I have ostrich legs. But this does not take away the fact that my 78-year-old boyfriend loves me for who I am, not what bird species I surprisingly to resemble. Look, UK, do you actually think that I look like an ostrich or not? I think I look damn good for 58 years old.
Well, to be honest, Gum, you do look like an ostrich a little. But you know, Gum, all the arseholes that called me a donkey only motivate me to lose weight and get 6 tooth surgeries because crotch Bowman ruined me as being Paige. How else am I supposed to pick up young men and women online half my age? Have you ever considered seeing an ostrich surgeon that specializes in removing excess ostrich weight from your boobs that seemingly to be permanently rested on your belly pooch, Gum?
Yes, I have. But that every boohoo has given me the most clear and truthful critique I ever had. I hated it. And he also keeps reminding me of what Forrest done to my dying husband. He's getting in the way of me being his friend. On the internet, instead of just having you as a friend, okay? I need several others around me so I can feel really safe harassing Katie, because Katie actually scares me, okay?
She does me too, Gum. That's why I made it perfectly clear that I need Forrest and Harry to protect me against anyone who attacks me. Especially since Boohoo left me. He used to protect me on the threads every time I posted a video up. He thinks he can control who I talk to by separating himself from me. Oh, wait. Maybe that is the opposite of control. I will just continue to spy on Boohoo and tell him he is no longer relevant if he refuses to let me use him as a protective shield anymore.
Well, I am glad he is no longer around, UK, because he had hard shoes to fill in for you, UK. I was always too scared to fight my own battles when I finally was able to literally take off my tinfoil hat and stop communicating with spaceships.
I'll tell you what, Gum. Let's see if we can get anything out of Kaiti. And so we can be sure that the person and this baby of his we are trying to ruin, like what we did to Kaiti and Ani's family, is the right one, y'all.
Okay, Troll, I will get back to investigating if Boohoo is really Brayden Landon, so I can stalk and exploit his 2-year-old baby online. That is, if he is Barrett. He's got to be one of those two or both at the same time. But when we thought he was Barrett, there was this one picture of him and his baby, and we picked out the one with the 2-year-old baby out of all of them, because we are child stalkers that Vitro Vic supports, because he also has deep criminal hatred, tendencies like us, that he cannot express to a sugar daddy at home.
Right. And do not let on publicly, GAM, what we are going to do to Boo-hoo's family. We have to make sure that what we do, GAM, is 10 times better than what Agent 19 in Multigraph has done to other people's families. Yeah? He would be hurting for being off one's trolley. This Porky's Orsol is going to pay for not being forced friend too. Well, GAM, it's monkeys outside, and I am feeling a bit lodgy. So I better get off now and tend to Roger's frozen paws while I attack future well and false killers, while Roger lays on the couch with frozen legs. Yeah?
Look, I will get on this after I take my boat cruise to the Bahamas. Then I'm going to get an ostrich nail clipping with special auto enamel paint for my claws to detract from my large-knuckled ostrich toes.
Okay, right. Anyways, and do let me know with what you come up with later on, GAM. In the meantime, I will be perusing Slappas online, hopefully Fuffsy, if she posted up a new video. I love my fantasies about Fuffsy, ah! Just to be sure to not leave the stocking for more than 12 hours, GAM. If you do leave for more 12 hours, I will play mind games with you and punish you for leaving for more than 12 hours in retaliation. And if you say anything publicly, GAM, I will spin up a story that you have a jealousy problem. Okay?
Okay, I know. You've done that. You've done that to me before. I learned.
Right. Pip, hip, GAM.